Hey, this is Kel, and I'm just doing a little Soul Calibur Create a character feature. Just showing some of the characters I created. Um, I have over 40 characters, 43 to be exact, and I just wanted to show some of them and give you an idea of what I've been doing. So I'll start off first here with some Soul Eater characters. If you're not familiar with Soul Eater, it's a new anime that came out probably like in June. And yeah, it's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. But yeah, this is first is Maka from Soul Eater. She's probably, you know, one of the cooler characters in the show. She's the main character, and basically what it is, they have these weapons or partners that actually turn into their weapons and they fight with them. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job recreating her. Took me a little while to get the combination of clothes right with the limited selection that Soul Calibur has, but yeah, I was able to do it pretty well. Okay, next, again from Soul Eater, is Tsubaki. She's Black Star's weapon. She turns into many things: sword, ninja star, all kinds of crazy crap. But yeah, she wasn't really that hard to make. Didn't really have a hard time with anything concerning her. So yeah, that was probably one of the easier ones I created. Okay, going on to the next one is from Bleach, and it's Hollow Ichigo. I'm sure anybody who watched Bleach is familiar with him. He's the person who lives inside of Ichigo, who brings out his hollow side, which is, you know, where he gets most of his power from. And I wish I had a different choice of swords to give him. He would look a lot more authentic, but you know, that sword doesn't, it looks cool with him, so I just stuck with that, and yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, sticking with Bleach, this is Visored Ichigo, or Visored Ichigo, whichever you prefer to say it, which is Ichigo with his hollow mask on, which basically comes from him becoming a hollow and then being able to control it and use the powers, and instead of Hollow Ichigo coming out, he's able to control it. So that's basically the difference, and looks pretty close. Again, the sword selection kind of sucks for making him, and the mask could have been a little better, but you know what you gonna do. Okay, next up is from Ninja Gaiden, is Ryu, and for him I decided to go with the version from Ninja Gaiden 2, which has a scythe, because I thought the scythe looked pretty close to the one he uses in the actual game. And yeah, he wasn't that hard to make either. I mean, his clothes are pretty simple, the weapon was pretty simple, and you know, they had a pretty decent ninja mask on here, and yeah, wasn't too bad. Okay, next up, gonna start some One Piece created characters, and starting off is Monkey D. Luffy. I really wish they had a straw hat, cause it would have made him look perfect, but since I didn't have a straw hat, I just decided to go with a pirate hat. It fits almost as well since he's a pirate after all. But yeah, I was kind of didn't know what weapon to go with, so I just kind of went with these crazy Chinese sword, just because the fighting style is kind of cool when he's kicking and shit. So yeah. Okay, next up we have Zoro from One Piece, and yeah, he was kind of tricky to make. I mean, just getting the colors and all right, but Other than that, not too bad. You know, you get the hair color right, the bandana, stuff like that. And then I chose Cervantes style because he has two swords, and I know Zoro uses three swords, but two was close as I could get. And if I could have used Shura's style, which I have no idea why they don't let you use it on this game, I'd have been able to use two samurai swords, but I had to improvise and work with this, so there you have it. Okay, next up from One Piece again is Nami. Pretty simple. Just decided to give her a staff because I've seen her fight with a staff before, and I decided to go with the, you know, more of the sexy version with just a little bikini top and the skirt, because Nami is sexy and she needs to look sexy. So yeah, I wish they would have had tattoos for the women. I would have been able to add the tattoo, but since they don't, it's all good. I think she looks pretty authentic. Okay, next up we have Usopp, which I have no idea why I created him, but I just started going through there and saw the afro, and I was like, damn, I could probably make him if I put this bandana on him, and it worked out really well. If I just had some way to give him a long nose, you know, it would look really good. But yeah, I think it looks pretty decent too. So I don't really fight with him. I just kind of create him for a little goofy character, pretty funny looking. Okay, moving on. I think there's some Naruto characters, and start off with Naruto himself. Nothing too extravagant with him. I just wanted to do a Naruto character from part 2, Shippuden, whatever the hell you want to call it. And yeah, that's really about the best I could do with him. I wish there's a little more I could do, but you know, there's not as much choice. I mean, as far as faces and hairstyles. So yeah. And next up is Sasuke, which looks a lot better than the Naruto one, just because his is a little more simple and his hairstyle is pretty close to the same, and the samurai sword and the little purple Orochimaru shit band thing. But yeah, he wasn't too hard to create at all. His face looks pretty close, so. Okay, next up we have Sakura, and she wasn't necessarily hard to make, but yeah, it was just a little difficult trying to find a headband and stuff and the hairstyle to suit her. But yeah, I decided to give her a big, heavy ass weapon because you know, she's all about the strength like Tsunade, so I figured she'd be able to handle this, you know, big ass mallet thing. Beat the hell out of people. And yeah, that's Sakura. Okay, next up we have Kasami, which is of course from Akatsuki. You know, he's Itachi's partner or whatever. And I don't know, I just decided to try to make him for some reason, and it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would, layering some of the clothes on like that and adding the mask and finding a sword that kind of looked like his, you know, because his sword like eats chopper and shit. So I made a sword that got one of Nightmare's swords that looks like teeth, like it would eat something and all. So yeah, that's Kasami. Okay, next up is some Gurren Lagann shit. I want to make a Kamina character really bad, and this is what I came up with. I couldn't do the V-shaped red sunglasses like I wanted to, so I just had to go with regular sunglasses and put red tint on them. It's unfortunate, but yeah. And the cape, I couldn't find one with a good enough neck on it, like a collar or whatever, so I just added the shoulder pad to try to give it that extra look. But Yeah, it's not too bad. I just wanted to have comment on here.